Welcome to Hodge, Podge, Australia. Today we are making these super cute Be Mine cupcakes for Valentine's Day. You will need yellow fondant, black fondant, white fondant, a circle cutter, a rolling pin, a small little spatula, small fondant cutter, and a black edible marker. So let's get started. I have rolled out my white fondant, and using my circle cutter, as you can see, I'm going to use the crinkle edge. I am going to cut out my little plaques. Now you need to do this in advance because you need to give them time to dry. I am making 9 cupcakes, so I'm going to cut out 9 circles and put them over on baking paper to dry. Next, we want to start making our bees. So just taking a bit of yellow fondant, you are going to roll it into a ball and then form it with your finger into like a jelly bean shape. Simple as that. Nice little jelly bean. Put it to the side to dry. Do it again. Roll it into a ball. Form it out into a jelly bean or tic-tac shape and put them aside to dry as well. Then you move on to your black fondant. You can see I've rolled it out there, and just using my little circle cutter, I have cut a triangle, so like a pizza slice, and then I'm just going to use my fingers to round out the edges into my little bee wings. So I need to do 18 of those because I have 9 bees for 9 cupcakes makes 18 wings. So let's cut those out and put them aside to dry. This is what you should have put aside to dry. When your yellow bees are nice and firm to the touch, grab your edible marker and you can decorate them with their little eyes and then drawing on their black lines. Now, if you want, you can be really fiddly and you can use black fondant to cut out tiny strips and drape that over the yellow bee, but edible markers are just our friend these days, so use those. Then getting your little spatula tool, I'm sure it's called a spatula, but if I'm wrong, please correct me. Just make a little indentation in your bee so we can stick our wings in. So doing that on both sides, just a little bit of pressure. Now you want to make sure your bee is dry, good and dry, before you do that, or it is going to smush out his shape. Add a little bit of water and then stick in your wings. One at a time, add in a little bit of water. Sometimes you don't need the water, sometimes you can just stick the triangle in and it'll still be a little bit of soft in the middle, so it can just sit in nicely, but the water is great for extra stability. So add your wings into your bees and then once again put them aside to dry. So this can take about a day when you factor in all your cutting and time aside to dry, but they are so cute. It's worth it, and I love little projects that I can do a little bit at a time because then I can go and do things in between, and I don't know, it sort of fills in my day. That's just me. A little bit of information about me. Now here I have my dry white plaque, and I'm going to use some of my old school cursive that I learned in primary school, and I'm just going to write Be Mine on my little plaques. I don't running write very often these days. It's mainly print, and let's face it, it's actually mainly typing. I very rarely even write these days. Who does? So let's just use our best handwriting and write Be Mine onto our little plaques so that it looks lovely and inviting and proper and, I don't know, fancy. Then we can add a little bit of water, and when our bees are nice and dry and those wings are nice and secure, just stick our bee onto our little plaques. Then once again, pop it aside to dry. Doesn't take very long, so don't worry about that. They'll be dry by the time you finish your 9th plaque. There are our lovely little Be Mine plaques. Now to show you, I have used my cupcakes and my buttercream. I have ivory buttercream and I just have a large tip. Doesn't need to be a fancy design or anything because it's going to go under the plaque. But as you can see, I am going to ice just from the middle. I'm going to do 1 layer and then I'm actually going to gradually get higher, just moving towards the back because I want these plaques to sit on an angle on the cupcake so that they sit up. So on the side is a better view. It's like stadium seating. So pipe your buttercream onto your cupcakes in that style, and then the plaque sits up lovely on an angle so that it's seen nicely displayed. It's not just lying flat on the top of the cupcake. It just adds a little something to your lovely Be Mine statement. Doing that on the second cupcake. If you would like to see the recipe for my cupcakes or for my buttercream, the links for those videos are in the description box below, so make sure you click on that afterwards and you will also get this lovely buttercream and cupcakes. then adding the plaque to the second one. We are going to position those before we just finish them off with the final touch of our Be Mine cupcakes, which is just to add a couple of little hearts, because it wouldn't be a Valentine's Day cupcake without hearts, even with the sentiment of the Be Mine message. So I've just got some lovely little pink candy hearts here I found in my confectionery aisle or my cake decorating aisle. It was with all the sprinkles and things like that at my local shop. I found some lovely pink hearts. Adding a little bit of water and stick them on, which is kind of in the bee wing shape again with the two touching. It just finishes them off and really brings home the Valentine's Day message of our Be Mine Valentine's Day cupcakes. I do hope you love this tutorial. I think these are super cute, and I'm going to pop a couple in my kids' lunchboxes as well because, well, they're just cute, and my kids will just absolutely love it. Yeah, kids love cupcakes. So anyway, I'm rambling. Be Mine Valentine's Day cupcakes, done by Hodge Podge Australia. I do hope you have loved this tutorial. Make sure you click that like button, the subscribe button, the comment button, I know, I'm sure there's another button in there somewhere. But also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If I haven't already said it, I think I already said it. We're also on Pinterest. Check out our other videos. We upload twice a week, and we hope to see you again real soon.